than your audience has been. But basically, they're just canceling live podcasts left and right. Like, you know, it's like...
Welcome back to Gossip Grid TV. Today is a really bad day for Adam22, as his enemies and critics are openly celebrating what they're calling his downfall. Recently, Adam appeared on a podcast with Jason Rios, the creator of the Freedom Society Network. The conversation felt more like a therapy session, where Adam spoke honestly about both his successes and his failures. One of the biggest topics he opened up about was his recent failed live show, going into deep detail about what really happened behind the scenes. However, the more he revealed, the more ammunition he seemed to give to his haters, who are now using his own words against him and making his situation even worse.
And it's almost like spoiling the child, right? Like, now their expectation is drama, chaos, what's next? And it's just gonna keep getting crazier and crazier because you gotta feed the beast. And it's almost like they're watching the train wreck, but then the live having to be canceled, the live show having to be canceled. What does that tell you about the temperature? I'm just picking your brain right here.
I mean, like, my main takeaway from that, and especially like talking to the booking agent and stuff, is he was like, yo, like, most people are like less loud about this than your audience has been. But basically, they're just canceling live podcasts left and right. Like, you know, it's like something that people were really excited about in 2021, 2022, etc. But it's just kind of, I don't know. I feel like people got a taste for it. They went to a lot of live podcasts and then they just kind of got over it. Now, like, comedy still does really well, I feel like. But as far as like the live podcast thing, I'm not gonna lie. Like, people saw how much seeming momentum there was around the Tuesday show for a while there. Like, they were really enjoying the Anne Hefe, Munchie, Spody, and Lush and Me vibe. And we promoted the live show for like 3 weeks and sold 30 tickets.
There are two major problems I saw with this live show. First, there's too much gang politics going on. Too many sides that don't like each other. Because of that, a lot of the people Adam had on the show ended up eliminating others who could have made it better. For example, if Munchie B is there, then people like Ralphie, Desto, and others aren't going to show up, even though they're the kind of guests that usually help make the show a hit. So that limits the pool of talent and splits the audience. Second, having the show in LA was a mistake. Adam has already met and interviewed so many people there, and fans have had easy access to him through places like the Melrose store for years. Because of that, there's no urgency for them to attend a live show. They've already seen him plenty of times. But if he took the show on the road, like to Houston or New York, where people don't get that same access, the turnout would probably be way bigger. LA just doesn't create that same excitement, in my opinion.
Kind of shocking to me, and that's like even before they left, you know. And then they left, and so we kind of felt like, okay, we got to like add some shit to this that'll work. So I basically, you know, me and 4 Extra had already been kind of being led back together by Lupe. She had been trying to make that happen and stuff like that. So me and 4 Extra got on the phone, had a good conversation, and basically I was like, listen, let's do a full interview, but let's also do this live show together. He was down. I figured that would move the needle for the live show. Didn't matter. We added 607 Unk and Hater World. I figured both of those podcasts are pretty popular. Didn't really do anything. And so when I saw that, I was just like, oh, all right. Like, if the YouTube shit is doing so well, I'm not going to be like pulling my hair out, losing my mind, trying to push this live show when the live show was always going to be basically like a break-even proposition, you know, or like if it was profitable, it was a couple grand, whatever. It wasn't going to be anything too crazy. So I think I got like my realization right there that the live show shit, and people like, obviously people who don't like me want to make it like, oh, they hate you. They hate you so much that they won't go to your live show. But I mean, it was being promoted by a whole shitload of other people. It was being, you know, we brought in different podcasts and stuff. To me, that just told me like, all right, the live podcast thing is just not.
It's not it.
It's just not it, I guess.
I've been a part of two of them with the FMW, and they were dope. They were tight. You know what I mean? Like, it was fun. It was more so about having a good time. You know what I mean? And like being with the people and having a good time.
And those were great times. Like the first No Jumper live show and even the Novo one, like those were great times. That was like really, it was just something amazing, because we did shows in Boston and New York too. It was the same thing. Like, it's just having that group of people that really know your content to the point where they're in on like every single inside joke and everything is like, I don't know, that's kind of a magical feeling. So I am kind of bummed that the people don't seem to be interested in it anymore.
But I think the prime of No Jumper, I feel like the best era, maybe I'm biased, I feel like the best era of No Jumper is 2022, 2023. That's the best era of No Jumper. Look at that era. Again, there were gang members on the platform, but it was not predominantly gang banging. Even the gangbangers who were hosting like their content was not gang banging. Nowadays, even the hosts who are on their content is primarily gang banging, right? So the audience don't really gravitate towards like outside of LA. Nobody really find LA gangbangers intriguing. Like, I'll be real, there are like documentaries with millions of views about Chicago gangsters and about gangsters, I don't know, in New York and down south. There's really no like real crazy documentaries with like millions and millions of views, and there's not really like a niche and a scene just covering LA gangbangers because nobody really care about these people. These people are not cracking. You feel me? They got no motion, right? People don't care about LA gangbangers like right? Like LA gangbangers for the most part are seen as corny, right? They're seen as antiquated, right? They don't really have no cool factor to them. Nobody cares about them, right? Right? Yo, people care more about the music and the gangster scene in the Bay or in, let's say, Stockton, right? Or Zachary, right? Like, people care about that more than they care about LA. So, like, the LA gangbangers don't really have an audience outside of LA, which is why I feel like Adam got to get back to getting rid of the gang culture and kind of just transitioning to just having more stars on, building more talent, and gravitating away from gang culture because you can't really trust a gangbanger. Like, a gangbanger will come on your platform, get hot, get lit, and leave. And also, they don't really have nothing else in their repertoire. Yo, Adam literally had to create another show, The Monday Show, because the blind gangbanger couldn't talk about anything outside of gangbanging. Right? He couldn't discuss politics. Knew nothing about the Carmelo Anthony situation. Right? He was asked to talk about David. He couldn't. Right? So, he knows nothing about nothing. So, yeah, you kind of have to gravitate away from that if you want to draw in an audience that spends their money. It's really that simple. Now, the people, who are rooting for Adam22’s downfall, more specifically, back on Fig Community World Community, they relished in Adam22 announcing that he only sold 30 tickets. Right now, their perspective is, you made fun of us. You talked all this trash about, how much we weren't selling, and you did this entire show once we canceled our dates. But now that you didn't sell, all of a sudden is, hey man, nobody is selling tickets. It's just the culture now. The culture is moving away from live podcasting. And they're saying they're not letting Adam get away with this. And they dedicated like 30 minutes to an hour, right, to literally torture Adam with their reaction to Adam only selling 30 tickets for the live show.
Even if that FMW show ends up selling out, there's a ton of tickets left. And last time they sold out 2 shows back to back.
Cook Dizzle!
We got more receipts!
Cook Dizzle! You about to make me unleash the A-Spit car. I want to unleash
What you talking about?
Violation!
What you talking about? Up until today,
Come on!
guess what? You sold 30 tickets!
You pump!
30 tickets! So you are wondering why we laughing? We laughing at your because you thought you was going to have a slideshow. The truth of the matter is, you ain't able to do no live nothing unless we was over there.
Yeah. That's why Rick Rock checked your punk.
You know what that's
why you got
equivalent
booted
to?
for the pound.
You are equivalent to a rapper having 1 million Instagram followers and can't sell out a venue.
Because nobody loves you. Nobody likes you, Adam. Nobody likes you, Adam.
Get off our...
Nobody likes you. You have no friends.
You gotta live with 30 tickets sold.
You met your best friend in Discord. You are goofy. You have no friends. Nobody likes you.
And guess what? The white boy saying, well, I guess no podcasts are selling right now. Not wrong. 85 South ain't got no problem.
Juno and Jakarta ain't got no problem.
Juno and Jakarta ain't got no problem. And the Novo is 85% sold out right now. There's other podcasts that are striving right now and they're going crazy. Just the reality check is nobody like it.
Adam, no. Nobody likes you, Adam. Get off our nobody likes you. You have no friends. You got to live with 30 tickets. So, you met your best friend in Discord. You are goofy. You have no friends. Nobody likes you. You and guess what? The white boy saying, well, I guess no podcasts are selling right now. Not wrong. 85 South ain't got no problem. Dudo Jakarta ain't got no problem. Who knows Jakarta ain't got no problem, and they the know is 85% sold out right now. There's other podcasts that are striving right now and they're going crazy. Just the reality check is nobody like your nobody likes you. Adam podcast does 100,000 views per episode. So 30 tickets is concerning. It's very concerning. But again, there was also another show on the same day. I think the Gene Tam their show was like a similar day. They had all the rappers. Adam had only podcasters. So you understand where you're pulling from the same audience and one person got, like the better package. You can understand why people would choose to go there opposed to here. But also here's another element as well. I think people think these hate forms like Reddit, the Twitter community. I think people think these things do more good than harm. That people engaging with their content is good. No, these communities are literally grooming people to hate you. Somebody might be a fan of yours. They might feel like, yo, you are dope. They join that Reddit and all they see is your quote-unquote fans clowning y'all. Making fun of y'all talking about how this is corny. They're making fun of people in the Reddit who are showing positivity towards the content. Well, that grooms the people who like it grooms them to be now haters. Now those people hate you. Now those people think you're lame, right? And the community is able to exist because people think it's helping when it's hurting is listen it's hurt. That Reddit to me is probably single-handedly responsible for why No Jumper only sold 30 tickets, and that's just for, again, I might be like a pessimist, but I'm telling y'all right now, bro, when you have fans and people who enjoy your content joining a Reddit where all they do is talk about how lame and corny y'all are and how bad this is, and they're making fun of people who find humor or joy or find your content useful. It's gonna turn them into haters.